And then I want to share with you a new sustainability tool. And I feel a bit scum talking about this after Dion because I'm not a person who knows a hell of a lot about brand. And there's a huge amount of cynicism in the corporate and rather in the NGO sector about corporate use of brandings. But the brand is one of the most powerful assets for any organization. We all have brands. We just don't always recognize it. And if you want to think of a powerful brand in the NGO sector, I'll give you one word: hospice. You just mention the name hospice, everybody knows what you're talking about. You don't have to have a conversation. You know integrity, you know substance, you know consistency, you know commitment. And there's been a fascinating study run by Harvard and published in the Stanford Social Innovation Review, where they have looked at the potential of brand, the values, the identity of brand in the nonprofit sector. And they were brought to this because they wanted to capture and reflect and strengthen the thing that they saw as the most striking characteristic about good NGOs. And it's true. I know this from all the conversations I've had with NGOs over the years. The good organization is imbued with pride and passion. That's what drives you guys. You know what you're doing. You know your community. You're making a difference. That is brand. A strong brand will enable you to acquire more resources, and with those resources will come greater freedom, and you can use that brand, not to say how wonderful you are, but to contribute to your sustainability and the impact that you're making. Why? Because brands like hospice are more powerful and more respected than corporate brands. Because they create authority and credibility. I love that middle bullet point. A strong brand allows you to stand for something. It gives you focus, it enables you to speak out when you need to, and to be brave. So the brand actually, and Dion was talking about this too, the reason that a brand is such a powerful thing for NGOs is you don't own your brand. You build your brand with your community, and you build your brand with social marketing. And your brand, if it's really strong and really effective, is what is reflected back at you and what you have to live up to. So the brand becomes as much a resource as it does a challenge. Another fantastic innovation that has again been referred earlier today, I won't dwell on it. I really want you to go and read about this project, Project Strive in the United States. It's a model that's been studied for collective impact, and it's extraordinary because what it does, and you can see there, it's a complicated slide, it has unpacked all of real life experience. And it says if you want to change society, if you want to change the life of a child, you can't just have one impact because poverty is all-embracing. And we know that. So we need to align, we need to work collaboratively, and we need to build collective impact. But it's a clever way of doing it. It's by getting everybody to do what they do in an informed, common way, with a collective set of metrics, so you're all working to that one same big common goal. And everybody is reinforcing everybody else. Clearly, it has to have a geographic focus. It's an extraordinary idea. It's sophisticated, and I think it is really going to work. And I think we can learn a lot from it. 2 last slides. What have we forgotten? Peter Uven, who's done some wonderful research in India, has some words of caution for us. And these are hard words, and we're all guilty of it. We have to remember who we are as NGOs. We are not there to step in when there's been government failure or market deficiency. We're not even there, really, to manage projects for 50 years. We are there to innovate, to bring new resources and purpose, and subsequently to find partners and opportunities and talk to government or whoever we need to about mainstreaming and multiplication. It's hard to resist, but we have to understand this is the biggest difference we are going to make, is if we focus on who we are. More on collective working together. Just to say, partnerships, which we've been talking about, are they easy? Are they complicated? They only work if you put resources into them. You can't wish partnerships into being. So this point about a backbone organizationally and politically, that buy-in and that funding of the capacity to coordinate is absolutely imperative. If we try and get individual organizations to work together, they have to have support, and they have to have purpose, and they have to be backed and assisted in what they're doing. And when partnerships aren't working, we have to have the courage to walk away. I want to finish off just on a positive note. I think there's been extraordinary energy and commitment here, and I think there is a huge new global spirit. And I've got 2 pictures of elephants here. The first group of elephants are well known to you. It's Mr. Warren Buffett and the 2 Gateses, who are leading the world, setting a challenge to their American billionaire counterparts of how to take what you have and share it with others in need in informed, strategic, and effective ways. The world is not consumed by greed and graft, as may appear to be. There are good people with huge passion and goodwill, and they may even be walking the streets of India with their elephants, collecting for the Haiti disaster because they care. And there's more that we can do on the power of human care and human love than anything else. I commend you to the challenge. Thank you.